Hey, you old hag. Looks like you got stuck working overtime again, didn't you? I left my work on your desk, too. Make sure you don't forget it now.
Oh, it's you again. Gloria, you really should not be sloughing off your work onto others. You really need to be better about finishing it on time and by yourself. Maybe you should make a schedule for yourself so you can be better organized about your work.
Oh, so lame. No wonder you're, 37 years old and still single? No one is going to marry you if you're going to boss everyone around like that. You better shape up if you ever want anyone to look at you as a partner. You're just wasting your youth, lonely and single. That must really suck to know that, huh?
I don't really see what my relationship status has to do with any of what I just said to you. I was only saying that you should do your own work just like everyone else does. That's it.
Actually, I don't have to. Thank you very much. Unlike you, I still have two things going for me: youth and beauty. Remember those?
I really do not see what any of this has to do with just being responsible and getting your own work done on time.
Ugh, please. Besides, I am actually about to get married. Though I guess I never told you till just now. That's why I can't do my work. I'm too busy going on dates and enjoying life. Not that you would understand what that is like, you old maid. You're better off doing work for your younger, cuter coworker, don't you think?
Gloria, are you listening to yourself? None of that is related to work at all. We are talking about how it is up to the individual employee to get their own work done on time.
Have you ever been married before?
Excuse me? I still don't see what point you're trying to make.
I am saying that this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. And I think that you are just jealous of me living my best life. You're jealous, and that is why you are saying all these mean little things to me. I really wish you'd get over it and stop all that already. It is really not a good look for you, to be honest.
I am not saying anything mean right now. And I think you should know that my life really is not as sad as you think it is, Gloria. In fact, I live a very happy and fulfilled life, I would say.
If you're happy with where you are at, then get back to doing my work and don't try to lecture me, Grandma. Anyways, I have a date I need to get to with my soon-to-be husband. See you! Enjoy finishing up all that work. Who knows when you'll be able to go home?
Are you even listening to me anymore, Gloria? Because I refuse to do any more of your work. Do you understand me? Next time, you will have to do it by yourself. I am sick of picking up your slack. Hi, honey. I am really sorry, but I do not think I will be able to make it to our date on time. Do you think we could reschedule for another day? Oh, no. Yeah, of course that's fine. Did something happen today? Is everything all right? Well, it is just Gloria being her usual self again. She never does what she is supposed to, and her work always falls to me. Gloria, huh? Is that the one coworker you were telling me about? Joined the company a while after you did. Why didn't you just tell her that you refused to do it? She had already gone home by the time I realized she had left her work for me. And we need to get all this paperwork submitted by tomorrow. I really can't even say when I'll get home tonight thanks to this. Mary, you really are too kind. You do know that, right? It's one of the reasons I love you so much. But you can't let her treat you like that. Aw, John. You really are too sweet. Do you know that? Well, I just care about you a lot. I hate to see you treated this way. Okay, in that case, I'll just head to meet you there. I can help you get all that work done, and then we can go home together. How does that sound? Are you sure? I really would hate to make you come all the way just for that. What are you talking about? I get to spend time with you, and that's reason enough. Besides, I wanted to talk to you about the wedding. You're the person I want to spend my life with, Mary. You do know that, right? John, it still makes me so happy every time you say that to me. Well, I mean it. But there is a lot we have to do to get ready for the wedding. So, every hour counts. Let's take some time this weekend to talk it out in more detail and get things ready. Yeah, let's get it done this weekend. You're right. Anyways, I am just so sorry this happened again. I know how much time it takes that we could be spending on things together. Come on now. You can't really expect me to blame that on you when you have someone like Gloria to deal with at work. Do you want me to say something? No. That would be too much. Thank you, though. I was selected as supervisor, so it is my job to make sure she knows how to do her job. So, I'll do my job by making her do hers. That's another reason why I love you. You have such a strong sense of responsibility. In that case, I just have one thing that I want to ask of you. Of course, John. What is it? Please try not to let yourself get any more stressed out than you are now. For my sake. You're right. I'm really sorry if I worried you with all this. I just really think you should keep away from this Gloria lady. It seems like all she does every day is upset and stress you out. So just please take care of yourself, all right? Of course. I will try my best. Promise. If that is what my fiancé wants, then who am I to deny him? I'll be a good wife and listen to my husband. Okay. Let's not take this too far. Anyways, I am heading out. I will see you there soon. I'll be here. Working away. Can't wait to see you.
My wedding is going to be on the next level. You have literally no clue. But don't worry, I don't mind if you come. Consider this your invitation.
So now you are bragging to me about your wedding? I am not even going to bother addressing your big talk this time. I guess all I can really say is congrats on that, I guess.
You know, even if a pretty young thing such as myself has gotten a little too busy for work, I am just so happy to finally be getting married.
Yes, that is nice that you are getting married. I am sure you are very excited. But please at least do the bare minimum of your work. Which is to say, your own work assigned to you.
Ugh. Are you really trying to ruin this moment by talking to me about work right now? Is that really the only thing you have going on in your life? God, your life sounds pathetic. Anyways, you better come to my wedding to congratulate me.
And if I say I don't want to go, then what?
Oh, come on. Don't be such a downer, Grandma. The least you can do is make an appearance. Anyways, the wedding is the day after tomorrow, so make sure you show up. Got it?
Oh, I got...
Hey! My wedding is today. You didn't forget, right? I know all people like you have trouble remembering dates, so I thought I would remind you.
Hello, Gloria. No, I have not forgotten about your wedding. And I certainly haven't forgotten as much as you.
What are you talking about? Your senile ramblings aren't making any sense. And besides, I am 10 years younger than you. I promise that if either of us is the forgetful one, it is you.
So then you are saying that you purposefully forgot to file those documents even though today was the deadline?
What are you talking about? It's my wedding day and we are not going to be talking about work. Got it. Anyways, don't tell me that you are coming to try and find yourself a man.
Excuse me? What is that supposed to mean?
Try your best. But I really don't think that you are going to have any luck finding a man who would want you here. Don't ruin the vibe of my wedding by trying to desperately hit on younger men here. Got it?
Gloria, I am married.
What? You don't need to lie to me, you know. Especially not with something as obvious as that. Anyways, you are going to show up today, right? Because I'll allow it as long as you're not here to hit on the men.
Yes, I will be going. With my husband.
Sure.
I have told you several times now that I am married. So yes, I will be going to your wedding with my husband in tow. Enjoy your wedding, Gloria.
Oh, I will. And I will especially enjoy meeting your imaginary husband, too. Married. Oh man, that is a good one. You really need to choose better lies, though. Thank goodness I got married in my 20s.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy, but please stop taking it out on me. Why isn't it enough that someone is happy with their own life?
Yeah. I don't really care about whatever lecture you have prepared for me today. Anyways, see you at the wedding.
Yes, I will see you there.
Hey! What is this? What is going on here? Why isn't anyone here at my wedding?
What? But my husband and I were just there. And then you started to go off as you do, trying to take me down a peg. Well, that upset my husband, of course. But you do realize that that is your own fault for what you said, right?
I don't know what that has to do with anything. You're not making any sense.
What isn't making sense to you here? You insulted me in front of everyone, and then my husband got upset. You are telling me that you can't put that together? I would think that would be a pretty obvious one, even for you. I mean, you were calling me grandma and old hag in front of everyone. Don't you even have the slightest bit of shame?
No, you know very well that that is not what I do not understand. What I don't understand is how are you married to our CEO?
Oh, right. That fun little fact. Hadn't you heard?
How can an old woman like you be married to the CEO? It doesn't make sense. I can't understand it.
I guess you really didn't know, it seems. Actually, the truth of the matter is that John and I have been together for a long time.
Wait, what? Are you being serious right now? You have got to be joking me right now.
Oh no, I would never joke about something like that. It is just like I said. We were married a week ago.
And you didn't invite me?
Of course not. Why would I want you there?
But I invited you to mine.
Actually, now that you mention it, I invited everyone else in your department but you. And since you're so self-obsessed, I guess you never heard about it.
No, this doesn't make any sense. This can't be happening right now. And I still don't get why you didn't invite me to your wedding. That is so mean. How could you?
Actually, John is the one who really didn't want to invite you.
What? He didn't want to invite me to your wedding? But why wouldn't he want me there? I work for him too, after all. And how come I have never seen you two talk around the office then? Huh?
The reason you never saw John and I talking was because of all the work that you would always leave for me to do. We had almost no time to ourselves thanks to your laziness. But he saw how stressed you were always making me and decided that he definitely didn't want the source of all my problems coming to the happiest day of our lives. He said that if I have to see you every day, then at least for this one I could avoid you. It was his way of making sure the day was perfect for me.
What?
No, that can't be right. It doesn't make sense. This can't be right.
You get stressed just looking at me?
That can't be.
I'm so cute!
I promise that the stress has nothing to do with how cute you are or are not. The stress has to do with what you put me through and how you constantly try to poke fun at my age every single day. It has to do with all the put-downs and insults you hurl at me constantly. And all the work that you constantly slack on and dump onto me. Once I became supervisor, I thought that you would finally smarten up, but you just kept at your old ways.
Well, what are you trying to say? Just spit it out already.
I am saying that I care about the future of this company and the work we do here. And because you never even bothered to try doing your own work, I took on your share.
But who cares about that now? Please come back to the wedding. How are we supposed to have it today like this? Everyone has left now. There's no one even here.
I guess they saw the way you insulted me to my face and decided they didn't want anything to do with you. Especially for our coworkers who showed up. They couldn't be caught in a scene like that. But you just kept pushing and pushing once I arrived. Talking about how I was just there to pick up guys.
Oh, come on now. You know that I was just kidding with that, right? I just saw you arrive with John and didn't realize he was so handsome. And I couldn't believe you were really with him. It was all just a joke, though. I promise.
Well, I am afraid that that excuse of yours is not going to work on me. You meant exactly what you said. And because of that, you made my husband upset with all your insults. I think this is a more than fitting punishment for all that you have done to me.
No, come on. You know I never meant it that way. I just thought that you were being an overbearing, annoying supervisor. And besides, I figured I was way too cute to have to actually do any work.
I am very familiar with that belief of yours. Unfortunately for you, you are the only one in the whole office who shared it. To me, you are just a rude, uppity employee who refused to do their job. You should consider not being invited to my wedding to be a very light punishment for your behavior.
You don't have to say it like that.
And then, despite all that, I still decided to drop by your wedding to congratulate you. But you insulted me. Well, I have no intention of going back to your wedding. Oh, and one more thing. You're fired.
What? Wait, no! You can't do this! What are you talking about? You can't fire me!
I thought you said that you wouldn't mind not working once you got married. So I think the timing of all of this should be perfect for you now. What seems to be the problem here?
Well, no, it's just that I never thought I would lose my job like this. I was supposed to leave on my terms and make everyone jealous as I did. That was the whole point of this all.
Well, you are still fired. There is no need to keep someone who just pretends to work while making others do it for them. Of course, John already knows all about your behavior and agreed that you are no longer an employee here effective tomorrow. So don't bother showing up then. Got it?
What is going on? Is this some kind of sick joke or something? Look, just please come back to my wedding. Everyone is gone. There is no one left here. I even ended up fighting with my husband and he stormed out on me. Please, I'm so sorry, Mary. I never meant for any of this to happen, so please come back.
I will not go back. In fact, I don't think anyone is going to go back to be a part of your wedding. And look on the bright side. You no longer have to do a job you never even wanted to have in the first place. Now you can go and enjoy your youth like you always talked about. Have fun! I won't see you at the office tomorrow. In the end, all of our coworkers went home and didn't return. The venue might as well have had tumbleweeds blowing through it. The only person left was Gloria, alone with her shame and embarrassment. After fighting with her new husband, she tried to hide the fact that she had been fired. She had never actually discussed leaving her job with him, it seems. But eventually he found out what had happened. The marriage didn't last long as he asked for a divorce right away. Meanwhile, I finally managed to get rid of the thorn in my side at work, and we found a suitable replacement who works hard every day. John and I live a happy life, and I appreciate every day now. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Marina, how was the pesce crudo that I had delivered to you yesterday? It's from a great Italian restaurant a little old lady runs. It was really great, wasn't it? All the fish was so fresh and delicious. I know how much you love pesce crudo.
Hi Gladys, how are you? Thanks for checking in. Yeah, about the pesce crudo, I have to apologize. Thank you so much for sending all that over for me, but the problem is that it was all raw stuff, so of course I had to abstain from eating it. Doctor's orders, you know.
What? You didn't eat any of it at all? Oh no, and I put so much effort into putting it together for you.
No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I'm pregnant, so I can't eat anything raw like that. Danny agreed that it wasn't a good idea. But he did say that it was really good. My mouth was watering watching him eat it, truth be told. Again, thank you so much, and sorry that I couldn't try any of it. It'll have to wait until after the baby comes.
What a shame! I went to the market and picked only the freshest fish so that you could be able to eat it. And despite all the trouble I took, you didn't even have one bite? Not even a taste? That's a bit disappointing, I must say. I mean, it's not like your condition makes you totally unable to eat that stuff. You could have at least tried some of it. Hey, is the real reason that you didn't eat any of it because I was the one who brought it for you?
No, of course not. Don't be silly. That had nothing to do with it, not at all. It's just that I'm doing my best not to eat anything that the doctor advises against. That's the only reason why I passed on it.
But I thought you loved seafood. You always want to go get some when we're thinking about where to eat. That's why I took the time to pick out your favorite things when I bought it for you. The guy at the store was exhausted by the time I finally decided on what to put on the platter for you.
Well, the doctor says that I have to abstain from any raw foods while I'm pregnant, so that's what I'm doing. Gotta listen to the doctor. Plus, it's summertime now, so I want to avoid any health risks that I can.
Are you saying that you don't trust my judgment on the food's freshness?
No, of course not. I didn't mean to imply that at all. I'm sure you chose only the best. I'm really grateful to you for thinking of me and taking the time to do that. It's just that there are certain foods that I can't eat now that I'm pregnant, and raw fish is one of those foods. And that's just the way it is for now.
So, you're saying that I'm being bothersome then? That's a bit ungrateful, isn't it? That's a real shame. It really is. The last thing I want to do is be the bothersome mother-in-law.
No, it's no bother, really. We appreciated the thought and effort that you put into it. Danny really enjoyed eating it. He even plowed through all of it in one sitting. That's how good it was.
That's all well and good, but it was you that I bought it for after all. But you're the pregnant one, not Danny. That means that you're the one who decides what's okay for you and the baby and what's not.
Again, I'm so sorry that I couldn't have any of it. But after the child is born, let's definitely go have some seafood together. That'll be great. I know a really good place, and I'll take you there. I've been going there for years. The chef is a friend of mine. I was actually already thinking that I want to take you to that place sometime, so that'll be a great reason to go together.
But after the child is born, you'll be busy taking care of it and won't have any time for going out to eat. You'll be a mother. Plus, you're not going to take the child back home with you to stay with your family, so you won't have much help with any of that. You'll be all on your own.
You may be right about that, Gladys. Things will be busy then, too. So let's plan to all go together as a family after things calm down a bit. I'm sure that we'll be able to find the time sooner rather than later.
Okay, that'll have to do, I guess. It is what it is. When is your due date again? About 2 weeks from now? It's right around the corner.
Yes, that's right. I'm a little afraid of giving birth, to be honest. Actually, I'm terrified. But the hospital is a really good one, so that's encouraging. Mina told me about this hospital. I'm really grateful to her for that.
You mean my daughter, Mina?
Yes, she told me that it's the best one in the area, and I did some research. It looks like she was correct.
Mina's such a good girl. So smart and such a kind heart.
Yeah, she knows a lot more than me about a lot of things, and she's been really helpful with all this stuff.
You know, she's been getting fertility treatments for a while now. She and her husband have been trying for so long.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that at all. That must be difficult.
Yup, the treatments have been going for about a year now. But despite all that, she's kind enough to take the time to show you where the best hospital to have your baby is. That must have been hard for her, I bet. She must be having some difficult feelings watching your pregnancy. Poor girl. So, please, don't brag too much about your pregnancy or get a superiority complex about it, okay?
Superiority complex? What do you mean? I don't think or feel that way at all. Far from it. But I will be careful of what I say and do around her, of course.
Yes, please do that. Mind your words and actions for her sake. I know Mina comes off as a happy-go-lucky girl, but the reality is that she's got a lot of things on her mind all the time. Plus, she got married long before you and Danny did, but she still isn't pregnant. So it's safe to say that she's feeling some pressure about the situation. I know that her in-laws are definitely in a hurry to have a grandchild. Even I thought that she'd be the first to get pregnant, but that obviously didn't happen.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear about that. I hope she'll have her turn soon.
No, it's my fault. Please don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. I shouldn't have even mentioned it. It's not like you've done anything bad, Marina. Anyway, next time I'll be sure to take you some pre-cooked food to eat. I'll make sure that none of it is raw. How would you like that?
Oh, that'd be great, Gladys. I'd really like that. Thanks so much again for your kind words and your help.
And hey, just because you're pregnant doesn't mean that you should just be lying around doing nothing. You have to exercise too, you know? I read in a magazine that jumping up and down is really good exercise for pregnant women.
Jumping? Did you say jumping? No, I don't think that's gonna happen with this belly that I have now. Not a good idea.
Well, I read it in a magazine, so it's gotta be worth trying. You might learn something. Okay, I'll be in touch again soon. Until then, you take care of that belly now, you hear?
Gladys, thanks so much for coming to the hospital to see me today. It was great to see you. And I'm sorry that I was so out of it and couldn't really talk to anyone much.
Don't worry about it, Marina. I understand. You just gave birth. Of course you were tired and needed to rest. Great job. Now just take it easy and get your strength back. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Thanks again, Gladys.
But I couldn't help noticing that the baby looks nothing like Danny.
Huh? What do you mean? I think he does. After all, the baby was just born, so it's a bit early to judge that. I do think I see a resemblance around the nose and ears, though. Don't you see it?
Really? I'm not sure that I see that. My Danny was a lot cuter than that when he was born. Much cuter. But this kid, I don't know. Let's just say that it's good that he was born a boy and not a girl.
Well, his face is gonna change as he grows up, you know? That'll just happen naturally.
Yes, well, let's hope so for the kid's sake. If he grows up with that face, even as a man, his marriage prospects won't be great. Even as an adult, if he's gonna be that ugly, it'd be smart to think about cosmetic surgery.
Whoa, Gladys. That's really not a nice thing to say at all. Both Danny and I think our boy is beautiful and perfect. And that kind of talk makes us sad, so could you please not say such things?
What? It's just my personal opinion. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't think you have any right to criticize my opinion.
You can have any opinion you want, Gladys, but you don't have to intentionally say it out loud just because you think it. Be aware of how your words affect others.
Wow, you've really changed just since you've had this baby. Better be careful or you're going to end up becoming one of those monster parents like they have on the news all the time. That doesn't bode well for the kid's future. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, I am who I am, and I'll say what I feel is right.
And here I thought you were such a nice, quiet girl. Then you had one kid and suddenly you act like you know everything and are above criticism? To be honest, I feel bad for any child who'll be raised by the likes of you. Any woman who argues with her mother-in-law this much can't possibly become a decent parent.
I don't know what your standard of decent is, but at least I don't go out of my way to say and do things that will hurt people's feelings.
Hurting your feelings isn't my intention, Marina. I'm only saying what I'm thinking too. You're not the only one who can do that, you know?
I see. Fine, let's leave it at that then. You've told me how you feel, and the meaning is crystal clear.
Oh, really? What is it that's so crystal clear to you? If you have something to say to me, then by all means say it.
No, there's no point in continuing this topic. Let's just drop it.
Aha! Now the mask comes off and we see your true colors. Just as I suspected, you're not mother material. Far from it. You just aren't fit for the role. No way can you raise a child.
You have absolutely no right to say that to me. None. I have every intention of giving my all to raising this child upright. You'll see, Gladys.
And I am telling you, as the mother of 2 children, that you are absolutely unfit for the role. There's not a doubt in my mind about this. In a fair world, it'd be my girl Mina who just had her first baby, not you. Well, let's just hope that this child grows up without any troubles or health issues. Because the death rate for children can be quite high, you know? Anything can happen.
What in God's name are you talking about? What a horrible thing to say to me. And to say about your own grandchild?
Oh, so sorry. I'm just thinking out loud again. Don't mind me. Just ignore me. Marina, why don't you just forget about the baby and move on? You can always have another one. After all, it was easy for you.
Excuse me? I don't follow, Gladys. What are you talking about?
What, you haven't noticed anything out of place yet? Where are you and what are you doing right now?
I just finished dinner and I'm about to get back to my room here at the hospital. Why do you ask?
Ah, I see. So you still have no idea what's going on, do you? I'll fill you in then. I have taken possession of your child.
What?
I've decided this child is going to be raised by my Mina. Your role in this child's life is now finished. If you want another child, you can just go ahead and have another one.
Huh? What do you mean taken possession? And whose baby is that you took? Because my baby is right here next to me. Whose baby did you take? What did you do?
Wait, what? What do you mean? That can't be right.
I mean just what I said. My baby's right here with me. I'm holding him right now.
No, that can't be true. I mean, this child that's with me was in your room. That's where I got him from.
Gladys, I changed hospital rooms this morning. The child you took belongs to someone else. That is absolutely unbelievable. What are you thinking? Are you insane? What on earth do you think you're doing? This must be why the whole place was in such an uproar today. You stole a baby?
Wait a minute. This can't be true. You're lying. You're a damn liar.
Listen to me. You have to bring that baby back right now. And I mean right now. If you do, maybe you can avoid charges. It looks like the police are here as well. This is serious, Gladys. I'm gonna let the hospital know that you have that baby. You should expect to be contacted by them or the police soon.
Marina, don't try to fool me. I'm too smart for you.
I'm not trying to fool you. You have no idea what you've just done. Gladys, you are now officially a criminal. Please, for the sake of that baby and his real family, please come back here right now.
Shut up, liar. There's no mistaking this ugly kid. I got the right baby for sure. and I'm taking him right to my daughter. She deserves him so much more than you do. I will not return him to you, so you can say your goodbyes now, Marina. Hey, Marina, do you have a minute? Please talk to me.
Sorry, who is this? With whom am I speaking? Gladys, is that you?
Yes. You, Danny, and even Mina have blocked my number on your phone, so I went and got a new phone. I had no choice. Please, just give me a few minutes of your time. I really need to talk to you.
What is it, Gladys? I really want nothing to do with you anymore. Ever.
Yes, I understand that. Since I got arrested, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I really do realize what a terrible thing it was that I did.
I heard that you reached a settlement with the people whose baby you kidnapped.
Yes, that's true. And instead of my husband helping me pay the settlement fee, he told me to get out of the house.
I see. That's too bad.
I never thought I'd be getting divorced at this age, but here I am. I mean, my entire family has now disowned me, from my children to my husband. I didn't think this could happen.
Well, you did abduct a stranger's baby from the maternity ward, Gladys. Actions have consequences. Gary deciding that he wants a divorce certainly doesn't seem like an overreaction or anything. I honestly don't blame him.
Yes, I know. You don't need to rehash the whole thing. But I did it all for my daughter.
Mina didn't ask you to do such a horrible thing. She had no part in it. You decided on that reckless course of action all by yourself.
When you're a parent, you want to do something, anything to help your kids. You'll see, Marina. I wanted Mina to be able to hold a child, to hug and love a child. I wanted her to be able to raise a child. Where's the crime in that?
Mina wants her own child, not one that was stolen from someone else. That's what she's been trying to do this whole time, Gladys. You took that dream from her and twisted it into something ugly and wrong.
Yes, she told me the exact same thing. She said both as a parent and as a person, you are a disgrace. I want nothing more to do with you. And with that, she cut off contact with me.
Yes, I bet she did.
What am I supposed to do now? Gary, Mina, Danny? No matter how much or how sincerely I apologize, they refuse to forgive me. They won't even talk to me.
Yes, well, you've made your bed and now you have to lie in it. But what is it that you're contacting me for now anyway? If you're looking for forgiveness, you're talking to the wrong person. Please remember that I've also cut off contact with you.
My reason for contacting you is this. I said a lot of terrible things to you, right up until I was finally arrested, and I want to apologize to you.
I'll pass on that, thank you. It's too late and your crimes are too serious for that. I have no intention of forgiving you after getting such a belated apology, and I won't be having any involvement with you in the future.
Oh, please don't say that, Marina. You were always kind to me before.
I was just minding my P's and Q's because you're my mother-in-law. That's all. And I haven't forgotten the way you harassed and endangered me before the baby came.
What are you talking about?
Intentionally sending me raw food to eat? Telling me to jump up and down for exercise during my last trimester? No matter how you slice it, those just aren't things that a pregnant woman should be doing. And you knew that.
What? I was only thinking about what would be good for you when I said those things.
And I suppose that in your own mind that justifies your actions? Oh, and then there was the pre-cooked food that you sent. That was clearly another calculated attempt to harm me and my unborn child. It was always full of ingredients that a pregnant woman shouldn't eat. At first I thought it was coincidence and unintentional, but then you did all that other horrible stuff later too. I can see clearly now how much you hated the idea of me having a baby.
I am so very sorry, Marina. I got so upset and frustrated seeing you pregnant and thinking about my poor Mina. It all came from a place of love, a mother's love for her daughter, all of it. Taking that baby too, I did it for my own child. You're a parent now too, and someday you'll understand. When you're a parent, you'll do anything for your children.
I understand the feeling that you'll do anything for them, but that's exactly why I wouldn't commit a crime. Nor would I cause unnecessary grief to others or hurt my own family.
I am turning over a new leaf, Marina, I swear. I'll never hurt you or my grandchild again, I promise. I want to devote myself to the two of you from now on.
Excuse me?
Which brings me to the favor that I want to ask. Won't you let me stay with you and my grandson for a little while? Gary will forgive me after a bit more time has passed, I think. He and I are just putting a bit of distance between us for the time being.
Get a grip, Gladys! Just how much of a fool do you take me for? I told you in no uncertain terms that I'm not forgiving you for what you did.
But as a mother, you must understand my feelings, right? We share the same experience of giving birth and have the same position as mothers.
Don't even try to put yourself and me in the same category. We're nothing alike. I would never dream of doing the things you've done, kidnapping babies and harassing pregnant women.
But I told you I'm apologizing for all that.
These aren't things that you just apologize for and are forgiven because you think you should be. As a matter of fact, the things you've done are ones that shouldn't be forgiven by any person. How many times do you have to be told this before you finally accept it?
But I have nowhere to go, nowhere else to turn. I had to give up all my property in lieu of paying the settlement fee.
That's nobody's fault but your own. You reap what you sow.
Please, Marina. I know what I've done is unforgivable. I know it in my heart. But I'm ready to change and be a better person.
You know, Gladys, it really doesn't matter whether you want to change or you want to stay the same. Danny and I have both told you loud and clear that we will never, ever forgive you. It was just dumb luck, thank God, that nothing happened to our son, but the reality of the situation is that you intended to steal him from us. There's no way in hell that we're going to let the person who did that live with us. Not a chance. I mean, even just talking to you is making me angry.
Marina, please, please forgive me.
Apologies mean nothing at this point. You need to accept the consequences of your actions.
The first time raising a child is tough, isn't it? I could be of so much help to you now, you know? So please, let me help.
No, thanks. Danny and Mina are giving me all the help I need. We're doing just fine. Besides, I feel so sorry for your own son. I don't want you anywhere near mine.
What? Why?
Why? Because both Danny and Mina have said the same thing. That it's you who are unfit to be a mother. When it's your own children who are saying that, there's no use denying it. After that, Gladys and Gary did end up getting divorced, and they were both evicted from their home. At one point, Gladys strongly opposed the divorce, but in the end, since she was unable to come up with the settlement money for the kidnapping offense by herself, she was forced to sign the divorce papers in exchange for Gary's help with that. She apparently threw herself at Mina's mercy too, to no avail. As a matter of fact, Mina was so angry at Gladys's persistent visiting that she eventually called the police on her mother. That put an end to those visits. We have no idea where Gladys is now and how she's living. She had almost no money to her name when she was evicted, so she's probably having a difficult time of it now. Be that as it may, nobody in the family has any interest in helping her. These are the consequences of my mother-in-law's actions. As for us, we decided not to take any chances and move to a new place. We felt that we really couldn't raise our child with our minds at ease unless it was in a new house that Gladys didn't know and couldn't find. It was a hectic time after the baby was born, where we got so much help from everyone, Gary, Mina, and my own parents included. We soon found a new place and got the move done quickly. We were finally able to concentrate on the most important thing, raising our child. We're feeling truly blessed and happy. Also, a few months after my mother-in-law's scandalous actions, my sister-in-law announced that she was finally pregnant. I fully intend to give Mina all the support I can so that she can have a smooth pregnancy and a beautiful, healthy baby, just like I have. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!